With the removal of subsidies on petrol in Nigeria, the price of the product is now determined by market forces in the global oil markets. Despite this fact, it was a rude shock for Nigerians when petrol stations adjusted their pump prices from an average of 500 to 640 Naira per litre on Tuesday, July 18th. With the increment, the prices of goods and services have more than doubled across the country. Just Nigeria's Zainab Bala has been monitoring the situation, and here's our story.
It's been nearly 2 months since President Bola Tinubu made the bold move to scrap fuel subsidies.
Fuel subsidy is gone.
The impact has been nothing short of seismic. Petrol prices have bounced between 557 Naira and a recent hike to 617 Naira per litre, leaving Nigerians grappling with the repercussions. With government stepping back from setting fuel prices, market forces are now in charge.
If I bought a fuel of 15,000, which is 30 liters, I doesn't make anything on it.
Aiming to ease the burden of fuel subsidy removal, government plans to distribute 8,000 Naira to 12 million poor households over 6 months.
They should use the money to equip hospitals and fix power. Are they giving us 8,000 Naira that can't cook a pot of soup?
Driving through the bustling streets of Lagos, Nigeria's commercial capital, empty bus stops mirror the severity of the situation. Bus driver Edwin Joseph operates from the ever-busy Obalende Commercial Park on Lagos Island.
The passengers are no more coming out again. You will run empty at the end of the day, getting no passenger, lose your fuel.
Monsurat Aziz, a mother of 4, is a food seller at Obalende Market.
I know people that will come and buy my food. They will buy before 12. I will cook another one. Before 2 o'clock, I cook another one. Now, if I buy 3,000 yam, 4,000 yam. Now I buy 2,000, only 2,000. And before this 2,000 I finish, these are our people. They don't have money to come and buy food. Everybody just say they want credits.
Abuja, the Nigerian capital, paints a similar picture as Lagos. Stella Akudo is a minimum wage earner. She tells Just Nigeria how the increase in the pump price of petrol means she's barely able to scrap by.
Cost of transportation has been doubled. And if let's take for instance, you budget like 10,000 Naira for a month for transportation. This time around it has to increase to 20,000 or even more.
Similar sentiments resonate among many Abuja residents.
I'm eating 3 square meals before, but this time around, I managed to eat 1 square meal.
I normally pay like 300 to my office before, but right now I'm paying like 800 to get to my office, just coming.
I used to do wedding from Lagos to Abuja here, 20,000, but now it's 30,000 now, from Lagos to Abuja to 10 shifts.
Despite being Africa's largest oil producer, Nigeria imports over 90% of its daily fuel consumption due to limited refining capacity. The country's major refineries are non-functional, and the newly constructed Dangote refinery is yet to begin operations. The weakening Naira against the US dollar contributes to the fuel price hike, with exchange rates reaching 776 Naira and higher. Additionally, the cost of transporting fuel from the landing port in Lagos to other parts of the country impacts fuel prices, resulting in higher cost to consumers, especially those in northern Nigeria. So far, state-owned Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation Limited blames the new price increase on market forces.
This is the meaning of making sure that the market regulates itself so that prices will go up and sometimes they will come down also. And this is really what we are seeing. In reality, this is how the market works. According
to the National Bureau of Statistics, inflation rose to 22.79% in June from 22.41% in May, marking the 6th consecutive month of increasing inflation driven primarily by rising prices of food, housing, water, electricity, and fuel.
before the current price of 617 Naira per litre, the dollar was sold at 750 and 60 Naira per dollar. And now we are talking about 800 Naira per dollar. And the refined petroleum is bought in dollars. So people that are importing the refined petroleum, they buy it in dollars. So if the dollar is expensive, the money they're spending in importing the refined petroleum is also going to be more expensive.
What then are the potential long-term consequences of fuel price increase on inflation, consumer spending, and household budgets in Nigeria?
It is going to push many people into poverty. It's going to push many people out of job. It's going to also affect the standard of the economy, that is the GDP growth rate.
Nigerian labor unions have expressed outrage over the hike in fuel prices and have threatened to withdraw from negotiations with government.
You recall that that had sounded out a notice of protest and strike. It was government that invited us for the meeting. So if at the end of the day nothing comes from that meeting, we have to do the needful. As it is, we have been under pressure.
The NLC is making good on that threat by giving government until August 2nd to come up with viable means of alleviating the effects of the subsidy removal on Nigerians or face a nationwide workers' strike.
Industry regulator, Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority says it has received over 50 applications from oil marketers interested in importing fuel into the country. With 10 of them starting in the third quarter of 2023, this ends NMPC's 6-year status as the sole importer of fuel.
We have to change also our import basket. We have to substitute that, especially refined petroleum. One of the biggest bills in our import basket is that of the petroleum products. So if you can have local refineries that produce the petroleum product we need, that's going to substantially reduce the demand for dollar.
We in IPMAN have also brought a solution. What is that solution? Compressed natural gas that we are not going to import is here in abundance. God has given us this thing. It's for us now to begin to use it, to develop it and create the market. The demand is there, but we need to create the market.
Government's plan to distribute 8,000 Naira palliatives to vulnerable households in Nigeria has faced widespread criticism.
We have over 133 million in poverty club. Government doesn't have these resources. But what will solve this problem in the long run is that government must facilitate our refineries to be working, and these same refineries must be given an advantage to access our crude oil so that they can refine it at a better price for an economy to remain stable.
To mitigate the impact of rising fuel prices on Nigerians, experts recommend that government executes targeted reforms through strengthening social safety nets, invest in public transport, and encourage renewable energy. Zainab Bala, GIS Nigeria.